Hello children, so welcome to AIMS India's online classes. In today's video from mathematics subject, so real numbers topic we are going to continue. So our today's concept is subtraction of rational numbers. Synopsis 1.2, subtraction of rational numbers. So here actually the subtraction is a inverse process of addition. Inverse process of addition. Suppose if we have p by q and r by s, if we have two rational numbers, so if you want to subtract them, like r by s minus p by q, if you want to subtract the first one from the second one, so this can be written in the form of addition. This can be written in the form of addition. So instead of minus, we will keep plus here. So this minus will be taken inside the bracket. So we can write minus as plus of minus. So plus of minus. So subtraction is a inverse process of addition. So once after changing like this, so addition process already we know how we have done in earlier videos. In the same process we have to done the addition. Okay, suppose here they give one example, 3 by 8 minus of minus 2 by 9 plus minus 1 by 36. We have to simplify this expression which is having both subtraction and addition. Both subtraction and addition. So what we can do here, minus of minus. Minus of minus means how we can write? Plus. Minus of minus, it will turn into plus. So 3 by 8 plus 2 by 9 plus into minus minus. Minus 1 by 36. Like that we can simplify. Now for simplifying this expression, the denominators are, one is 8, 9, 36. We don't have common denominator. So we have different denominators, 8, 9 and 36. So what we have to do? We have to take the LCM. First let's try with 3. 8 is not divisible. We will keep like that only. 3 times 9. 3 1 is 3. 3 2 are 6. Again with 3. 8 we will keep like that only. 3 1 is 3. 3 4 times 12. Again with 2. Because only with the primary numbers we have to divide. 3 4 times 8. 1 will be like that only. 2 2 times 4. Next 2 2 times 4. 1 will be like that only. 2 1 is 2. So here 3 3 9. 9 2 times 18. 18 2 times 36. 36 2 times 72. 72 is the LCM. 72 is the LCM. So now 8 9 times 72. 9 3 times 27. 9 8 times 72. 8 2 times 16. 36 2 times 72. 2 1 is 2. 2 1 is 2. But here minus 2, how we can write it? Minus 2 plus of minus 2 we can write. Plus of minus 2 we can write. Or directly also we can do 27 plus 16, 43. 43 minus 2, 41. So 41 by 72 is the answer. 41 by 72 is the answer. So this is about subtraction. Subtraction of rational numbers. So let's see the properties involved in the subtraction of rational numbers. Subtraction of rational numbers. Suppose if a by b and c by d are two unique rational numbers such that a by b minus c by d is also a rational number, then we can tell that subtraction obeys closure property. Means if we have two rational numbers, if their subtraction or if their difference also results into a rational number, then we can say that rational numbers obey closure property under subtraction. Under subtraction. Let's check with small example. Here one rational number minus 5 by 12, another rational number minus 1 by 4. Like this we have two rational numbers. Like this we have two rational numbers. If we subtract them, means, so minus 5 by 12 minus 1 by 4. Minus into minus, it will become plus. Here 12, 4, different denominators. We have to take the LCM. 12, 1 is 12. 1 into minus 5, 4, 3 times 12, 3 into 1, 3. Minus 5 plus 3 equals to minus 2. Minus 2 by 12. Both are divisible by 2. So after simplification, minus 1 by 6. This result, minus 1 by 6, also a rational number. So rational numbers follow closure property under subtraction. Next one, existence of right identity. So in the case of subtraction, if we have a rational number a by b, so then if we subtract 0 from the rational number, its value will be same. It won't lose its identity. If we subtract 0 from right side, so then its value does not changes. But if it subtract the rational number from the 0, that means if 0 is on the left side of subtraction, so then instead of a by b, we will get the result minus a by b. Means if we have a rational number a by b, we are doing subtraction of rational number with 0. If 0 on the right side of subtraction, then value will be a by b only. But if 0 is on the left side of subtraction, value will be minus a by b. So we can tell that, so there exists an identity element in subtraction which is 0, but it is considered as right identity. Means when we have 0 on the right side of subtraction, so then only the rational number identity will be same. If it is on left side, its identity will change. So in subtraction, identity will exist only on the right side. So that's why we call it as existence of right identity. Okay, children. So next, the properties of commutative, associative do not exist for rational numbers under subtraction. What is commutative? Suppose if we have two rational numbers, one is a, another one is b. If a minus b equal to b minus a, means we can subtract in any order. If it is true, we can tell that they obey commutative property. But in subtraction, these values may be equal, may not be equal. We cannot tell. But always they are not equal. So commutative property in subtraction, it is not applicable. In the same way, what is associative? Associative means three rational numbers. Subtraction of three rational numbers. This is one order, a minus b minus c. Here b minus c grouped together. Here a minus b grouped together. Subtraction of three rational numbers in different orders. This also not equal. These kinds of, if we change the order of subtraction, the result will not be equal. So that's why associative property also is not applicable for subtraction. So they won't follow commutative property, associative property. Which won't follow? Rational numbers do not follow these these two properties under subtraction. So they follow only closure property, and right identity element 0 will be there. So okay. Next, multiplication of rational number. So how to do multiplication of rational numbers? If we have two rational numbers, one is a by b, another one is c by d, how to multiply them? How to multiply them? We have to multiply numerators together, a into c, ac, b into d, bd. We can keep the product of numerators over product of denominators. So then we will get the result. So multiplication of rational numbers is very simple, children. Here first rational number is 2 by 5. Second rational number is 3 by 7. How to multiply them? 2 3s are 6. 5 7s are 35. 6 by 35. Okay. Next, here minus 1 by 3, minus 5 by 9. While multiplying the rational numbers, be careful regarding the signs of the rational numbers. Plus into plus, plus. Minus into minus, plus. Means if we multiply same sign even number of times, so then the result will be plus only. Or if we multiply different signs, minus into plus, minus, or plus into minus, minus. The product of opposite signs equal to minus. Product of same signs equals to plus. So here minus into minus, plus. So 1 5 times 5, 3 9 times 27. So like that we can multiply the rational numbers. So let's see the properties involved in the multiplication of rational numbers. So first property, what is the first property? Closure property. Closure property. So what does it mean? If we have two rational numbers, a by b and c by d, if their product is also a rational number, then we can tell that they follow closure property under multiplication. Under multiplication. Here example is there, minus 7 by 11, minus 10 by 11. Minus into minus, same sign, results into plus. 7 10 times 70, 11 into 11, 121. So we got 70 by 121, which belongs to rational numbers. Here Q stands for rational number. Why the symbol is Q? Because the symbol Q is derived from the word quotient. Derived from the word quotient. Okay. So if we multiply two rational numbers, the product also a rational number. So closure property is applicable under multiplication. Next, children, commutative property means if we have two rational numbers, the product of 1 and 2 is equal to product of 2 and 1. We can do the product in any order. 1 into 2 we can do, or 2 into 1 we can do. Result is same. If the result is same, then we can tell that they follow commutative property under multiplication. So here we have this number 7 into 10, 70, 11 into 11, 121, minus into minus, positive. So left side also we have 70 by 121, 70 by 121. What about right side? Minus into minus, plus. 10 into 7, 70. 10 into 7, 70. 11 into 11, 121. LHS equal to RHS. Both values are same. LHS, RHS, both values are same. Means we can do product in any order. We can do product in any order. 1 into 2 or 2 into 1. So commutative property is applicable under multiplication. Under multiplication means order of multiplication does not change the sum or does not change the product. So commutative property holds good under multiplication. Next, associative property. Here commutative means 2 rational numbers we have taken. Associative means 3 rational numbers we will take. 3 rational numbers. 1 into 2 grouped together, then multiplied with 3. Then multiplied with 3. Or 1 is separate, multiplied with 2 and 3. Multiplied with 2 and 3. So we can multiply in this order, we can multiply in this order. Either this order or this order. We can do in any way, but the result is same. So we can tell that they follow associative property. Means 3 rational numbers, we can group them any order, but the product will be same. Here what is the answer? 1 3 times 3, 3 5 times 15. So plus into minus minus, minus into plus minus. 2 4 times 8, 8 2 times 16. LHS minus 15 by 16. What about RHS? 5 into 3 15, 15 1 is 15. Here plus into minus minus, minus into plus minus. 2 4 times 8, 8 2 times 16. Answer is same. So existence of multiplicative identity means if we multiply, if we have a by b, if we multiply with what element, this rational number identity will be same. Means its value will be same. It's very simple. We can multiply with 1. So if the rational number is multiplied with 1 or 1 is multiplied with a rational number, then answer will be the same rational number. So 1 is called here multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity of rational numbers. So in multiplication, we have inverse element also, inverse property also. Suppose if we have a non-zero rational number a by b, now the question is, if we multiply with what number, its value is 1. If multiply with what number, its value is 1. In the numerator part, a is there. Means in denominator, if we have a gets cancelled. In denominator, b is there. So in the denominator, if b is there, bb gets cancelled. So answer will be 1. That means, suppose if we have a by b, so then its multiplicative inverse should be b by a. Such that if we multiply both of them, either first one, second one, first one, all of them will cancel. Answer will be 1. So here multiplicative inverse means nothing but reciprocal. Means numerator becoming denominator, denominator becoming numerator. Both numerator and denominator exchanging their places. 2 by 3 becoming 3 by 2. This 3 by 2 is called reciprocal of 2 by 3. Or 2 by 3 is called reciprocal of 3 by 2. So here, if 2 by 3 is there, what is its multiplicative inverse? Reciprocal, 3 by 2. All cancel. Answer will be 1. Suppose if minus 5 by 3 is there, what is its reciprocal? While taking reciprocal, don't think about sign. If for the rational number minus is there, for reciprocal also minus we have to keep. But this 5 by 3 they will change their places. 5 by 3 will become 3 by 5. So actually minus 5 by 3 means negative rational number. Its reciprocal also will be negative. Only numerator and denominator will change. 5 by 3 will become 3 by 5. So minus into minus, positive. 5 gets cancelled, 3 gets cancelled. Answer is 1. So answer is 1. So in multiplication, we have a identity element. Identity element is 1. And we have a inverse element. Inverse element is reciprocal of the given rational number. But the rational number should be non-zero rational number, because if a by 0 is there, or 0 by a is there, if we make it reverse, it will become a by 0. In denominator 0 is there means its value does not exist. So that's why we are telling non-zero rational number. Non-zero rational number. Next, distributive law of multiplication over addition. Means if we have addition of two rational numbers, this addition is multiplied by another rational number. So we can distribute this multiplication to these two individual rational numbers, or we can distribute multiplication over this addition. So here a by b is there into c by d, e by f is there, but c by d and e by f, they are involved in addition. So what we are doing here, a by b is the first rational number, second rational number, third rational number, 1, 2, 3. How we can distribute? We can distribute 1 into 2, 1 into 2, plus we can take here 1 into 3. Means the first element will multiply the second element and third element separately. So in this way, we can distribute multiplication over addition. This property is called distributive law of multiplication over addition. If you take three rational numbers, 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4. So 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 3 by 4. 2 by 3 plus 3 by 4. If you do it 1 by 2, we will keep like this only. 3 and 4, LCM 12. 3 4 times 12, 4 2 times 8. 4 2 times 3 times 12, 3 3 times 9. 8 plus 9, 17. This LHS part, it is becoming 1 by 2 into 17 by 12. If we take it as RHS part, if we take it as RHS, 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 1 by 2 into 3 by 4. So 1 into 2, 2, 2 into 3, 6, 1 into 3, 3, 2 into 4, 8. If we add this both of them, if we multiply both of them, if we add both of them, 1 into 17, 17, 2 into 12, 24, LHS is 24, 17 by 24. What about this one? 6, 8, LCM 24, 6 4 times 24, 4 2 times 8, 8 3 times 24, 3 3 times 9. This one. This is also 17 by 24, 8 plus 19, 17 by 24. Both LHS and RHS values are same. So we can tell that this is true. LHS and RHS are equal. So we can tell that rational numbers follow distributive law or distributive property of multiplication over addition. But this is not possible over subtraction. Okay children, that's all for what we have learned today. Subtraction of rational numbers. Subtraction is nothing but inverse of addition. So in the place of minus, we can write plus of minus. So they will follow closure property. If two rational numbers are there, their subtraction also will be a rational number. So right identity will be there. Means while subtraction or in the subtraction, if we has 0 on the right side. So there will be no change in the value. But if the 0 is on left side, value will change. So only right identity element will exist, that is 0. So multiplication means very simple, multiplying numerators, multiplying denominators. But you have to take care regarding the signs. Product of same signs equal to plus, product of different signs equal to minus when they are in even numbers. So in multiplication also closure property is applicable. If two rational numbers are there, their product also will be a rational number. Commutative property means two rational numbers we can multiply in any order. Associative means three rational numbers we can multiply in any order. Multiplicative identity means if we multiply with 1, value does not changes. So 1 is called multiplicative identity. Inverse means if we multiply with reciprocal, value will be 1. So how to get reciprocal? We have to change numerator and denominator places. It's called reciprocal or it's called multiplicative inverse. But regarding multiplicative inverse, the sign of the rational number does not changes. If rational number is negative, reciprocal also negative. If rational number is positive, reciprocal also positive. Only numerator and denominator will change. Distributive property means multiplication carried over addition. So that's all for today, children. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you. Have a good day.